Hello everybody, welcome to another adventure. I found my way up to Connecticut and I'm actually here with, some of you may know already, Rich Discoveries, or at least the back of his head.
What's going on?
There he is.
Filming, making videos too.
Like he said in his video, which you'll see in his video, that we shop at the same store, we got the same jackets.
That's it. We're brothers, we didn't even know it.
That's right, brother from another mother. So today we are in, where is this?
North Haven, Connecticut.
North Haven, Connecticut, and we're checking out the abandoned Cedar Hill rail yard. He's been here quite a few times. He's had quite a few videos of it already, as well as JP videos has been here. I just happened to be up this way for work, so I got in touch with Rich, and we hooked up, and here we are. So
it's just a great piece of history out here.
Yeah, definitely awesome piece of history. I mean,
right under your nose. Nobody even knows it's here. Not nobody, but most people.
Yeah. So we're gonna venture on and see what I've seen in other videos, but see it firsthand with my own eyes. So here we go.
Little pieces. There's a couple of we can get up into the old rail control buildings.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 of them. They're all the same. There's only going to 1 or 2 of them. The switches are all broken out of them and stuff. Fortunately, everything's tore out of them. They are accessible. They're wide open.
You look along here. You got is this a river?
Yeah, this is the Quinnipiac River, I think. I can't remember now.
What he said.
I think it's Quinnipiac River. I can't remember now. No River?
Oh, what's that?
You got 2 meters.
Oh, it's a steel drum down here. Just
That's an old timer.
partially buried in the ground here.
Probably washed down over the years and got covered by the mudsliding.
Probably.
I don't know what that was. Probably had something to do with it at one point.
And off in the distance, you can hear a train horn.
Train in the background, isn't that beautiful? Oh, and Sleeping Giant too, across the way. That mountain to your right there. You see the hills.
Yeah, can you see the monument from here?
The lore behind it was it's Sleeping Giant. And what was supposed to have happened was.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it.
Giant
You look
killed or went to sleep.
right along here. Here's the head, the torso, all the way down to the legs.
Head, chest, legs.
Get in a little closer. There you go.
The lore was he changed the course of the river, either by going to sleep there or he got killed and was tied down. And that's what changed the course of the river. I can't remember what they say. It was just a mountain.
I have to look that up.
Everything got pushed together.
This tree laying here is just insane.
In the background really adds to the effect of the abandoned rail yard. Trains.
Oh, yeah, there it is right there. I can see it. Let's see if I can catch it.
People out in the west are looking at that going, that's not a mountain, that's a speed. Those are Connecticut.
And you can see the train running right there. Alright, so Rich just pointed out this is remnants of an old signal tower right here.
I'm not going all the way up, obviously, just a little bit to get a shot. Just enough to get a shot of this.
He's getting daring like me.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's about it for me. There's still wires up there. Wish the lights were still up there. Alright, look at that. Just look at these rails. Isn't that wild? Absolutely beautiful. There he is. I need him there so when this fails, somebody can contact.
So then when he comes down, I can go up.
What a view it is, though. So beautiful.
It's just amazing. It's like just track after track after track, and they just keep going and going and going. Oh, look how these are lifted up.
What's easier going up?
These too, over here. They're kind of lifted up. We'll get over to that. I want to play around on this thing.
Yeah, I don't go up any higher than that. That's about it for me. Because, I mean, these things haven't been still me going up on mine. I mean, give you a good. Up there.
I got a good shot of you up there. Like a good picture, still picture. Seems legit.
Definitely not secure. I don't go up too far. Right around there is about where I do it. Isn't that cool looking?
That is cool looking. I wish we brought that up to take pictures.
You want it?
Alright, so I made my way up, as you saw. I'm probably about 10 feet off the ground, not too incredibly high. I would go a little higher, but this thing's kind of shaky. So, but also show you a little firefighter trick I'm doing right now. It's called a leg lock. You put your leg through the one rung of the ladder. Now you can let go of the ladder and move around with your hands. Use the leg to hold you in place. I know some of you are probably like cringing by that, but it's working out pretty good for me because I'm able to maneuver around pretty good up here. And I don't have to use my hands to hold onto the ladder. So it makes it a little easier for getting these awesome views for you. There's the sleeping giant right there. It's a good view of the sleeping giant from here too. Alright, we'll see you back on the ground. Alright, made our way back down. We're continuing on. Get ourselves up to the light tower up here that he's mentioning. I don't know, I don't even know what time it is right now. Huh. Just nature reclaiming everything. It's so neat to see that. Neat and sad at the same time. So this part of the path, it kind of like edge of it's like gone, just dropped down towards the river, and you can see all the trees just went with it, all laying over towards the water, just chilling, laying down on the job. This is awesome. Just gotta watch your step, you know. A little bit of a hole right there from that tree pulling that down.
On we go.
Here's our little tree bridge across the path here.
Perfect. And yeah, just take the
So as we're walking along, there's just different things that we're finding just in nature here. Here you got a tree growing out of an old tree stump. So it's a tree in a tree. And it looks like, it almost looks like it was burnt at one time. The original tree was burnt. See the
inside's all hollow.
yeah, it burned from the inside.
Probably heard. Probably, yeah.
So since that one was gone, this one decided to take its place.
Cool, isn't it?
It's been here a while too. It's pretty tall.
Got this hollow tree. Right here, it's hollowed out, but look at this. There's a stump with a tree growing through the stump. Never saw anything like that. It's kind of wild.
You see how it's charred in there?
Yeah, it is.
So that burned from the inside.
It is charred.
You can see that's charred too.
Yeah. That is pretty crazy. Wow.
getting closer to, you can see the light towers here. There's one right there, and then one over that way. So we're getting into the good stuff. Continuing on. Yep, you got the train in the background. Oh, hear it? Sounds like it's over that way. Awesome history in the distance.
The tracks, and there's a drain underneath it. Of course, it's obviously covered in.
Can you get through it or no?
The top one, yeah. It doesn't go anywhere though. It goes to the other side just like this.
Gotcha. Okay, so this coming up, we're coming up on the workers tunnel. It goes under the rails, so that the workers didn't have to walk across the rails to get to the other side. So they had this tunnel that they can walk through, and then there's also this drainage tunnel underneath of it.
That doesn't go anywhere.
But it doesn't really go anywhere. But we'll come down here and take a peek at it quick anyway. Plenty of steel drums sitting here though. See, it just goes. Sorry, I got gloves on and keep taking them on and off to. Let's see what we got. I can't see anything. Huh. Hello. It's a nice echo. Yeah, it just pretty much dead ends. Probably turns and goes a different direction, but there's a lot of water in there, so I'm not about to try to go in there and see where it goes. So we'll make our way back up here. And here's what I'm going to call the manway. I'm going to call this the manway. This is the tunnel for the workers to get to the other side so they can go safely underneath the rails. So.
Yeah, well, on the way back, I'm going to head out this way, and on the way back, we'll hit the underground building and come through here.
Alright, so we're up on the top side where the rails are. Right here's a switch. See where it crosses over. That's pretty wild. Right here's the actual switch.
You've seen all this stuff before? Look at RJ here. You haven't seen this place yet.
Does it actually function? No.
There's the lever. I don't work with that.
Frozen in its spot.
The lever's got a tree, growing over it.
That's neat.
This was all tracks all across here at one time. There's still remnants of ties.
Yeah, I can see saw them over there too. There's remnants of ties over here, and then there's some over here. We're about to walk. Here you can see there's one right there.
Took them out little by little over the years.
Zoom in on that. There's one right there, another one behind it. Just wild how nature's just reclaiming it like it was never even here. And stuff like this, seeing the rails and the ties, that's the only, the towers, all the buildings and whatnot, that's all that you have left to know that it was here. And like Rich says, nobody knows it's here. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's getting YouTube famous too, so people are starting to find out about it. Yeah.
The amount of people that live here compared to the amount of people that actually know about it are a big difference.
Yeah. Is this another switch here?
Hydrant, whatever that thing was.
We got a half-buried fire hydrant.
I think those are my favorite parts of hydrants. Fire hydrants and the wood. The smoke of the bear's hydrants.
Shame I don't have a hydrant wrench. See if it still works. Oh, hey, look at that. Cap comes off. cap off. Right. Yeah, trying to thread that back on one hand is not very easy. Let's see this one. Nope, that one's tight. So who made this? Philadelphia, PA. Patents app for Matthews modernized hydrant. RD Wood Company, Philadelphia, PA.
Looks like there's some asphalt around it too here. It's probably all paved at one time.
Yeah.
The old stone's still in there.
Huh. And then over here we got this little gem. You know, if Cliff was here, he'd be down there already.
I'm sure.
So since he's not, we'll take a peek quick.
We'll do it for him.
We'll do it for him. It'll entice him to come up here and check it out himself.
I don't think it goes any farther than right there, I believe.
Looks like part of a pump impeller right here. This must have been the pump for the hydrant system.
Maybe. I have no idea what was down there.
You see this right here? This is an impeller.
No, I never even saw that. Huh. Look at that, huh? It is. Wow. Like I say, you always find something new. Look what he found. I can't really see it. It's an impeller. Maybe a pump for the hydrant systems.
That's where the line would connect right there.
Yeah, never actually been down
See
there.
the
I just
bolt
kind of
holes?
peeked in there. Yeah,
And here's a bolt hole.
that's wild. That's why I love places like this. I find something new every time I come.
Check this out. It's an airline.
Huh.
It's the coupler. It's the glad hand.
Yeah, hold that up a second. Hold that up again. Some type of
Long
short. I've never even seen this stuff down there. Really cool. That's why I explore everything. You never know what you'll find. I'm not an underground guy.
All right, so what we're looking at, here's what looks like an impeller. Right here is where it would connect to your line. So water would go through that. And then this is a air line with the glad hand for your connections. Probably another end of it down in here somewhere, but this is pretty much what I'm looking at. Not a whole lot to see, but there's a pipe right there. So maybe this water, yeah, right here. Here we go. Here's the other end of that connection. I'm standing on it. The pipe.
There must have been some type of pump setup down there. Like I said. Never actually been down there. I'm trying to poke my head over the head. Down there.
Yeah, it's capped off, so we got a cap on it right here.
Uh-oh.
And then that would be. Oh shit! Look at that guy. And this, what is that? There's all kinds of goodies in here.
Yeah, these are for the rail too. It's all cracked right here. Nothing spectacular, but as I'm looking at this hydrant, look at this. There's remnants of asphalt. Look at that rock. That thing's been in there probably since God only knows when. I'm before our time. Pretty cool. That's the only trace of asphalt I've ever seen up here. And that's from these right here. Hold this up there.
Get a shot of this hydrant. This is like the perfect angle for this too.
Yeah, you're level with it.
Yeah. Making JP proud again. That's one thing I like about it, is he's always complimenting, you know, he shares, he's willing to help, and
yeah, he's very encouraging. Very encouraging.
so we just found a telephone pole that blends in with the trees here. And it's got the
Look at this, the way the
climbing
line
spikes
wrapped
on
around
it.
the wire. How freaking crazy is that?
Rich is pointing out the wire on it.
Look at the vines.
That's a lot of cable in there. Well, wire. I mean, it's all twisted together.
Got some wire here, no big deal, but look up. You see it? Maybe you see it in the video. The vine actually wrapped
Oh
around
wow, look at that.
the
Yeah.
wire all the way down. Followed it.
That's crazy.
That is really neat. That's a vine right around it.
There's the company that used to service SNet company.
SNET.
Oh, SNet, okay. And it was
Southern New England Telephone.
pole number 3684.
Took a little number. Took a little to remember what it was called, but yes.
Well,
And that's for the concrete.
I had just said that I've never climbed one of these with these style spikes on it.
Still
And
got the marks from the workers with the spiked shoes
Yeah.
climbing it. You see all the holes in the pole doing it.
I was thinking about trying it, but with this vine here, I'm gonna pass on that. So if we find another one, maybe we'll try another one. What's that pipe down there? You see that?
That pipe?
Yeah.
I found out. I didn't know what it was originally. That is a pneumatic pipe for sending waybills
Oh,
from
okay.
end to end in the yard, different parts of the yard.
Okay, so that's the pipe to send the way bills from one end of the yard to the other.
The drive-through with the bank.
Kind of like your bank has when you go into the drive-through at the bank.
Part of it's over here too. Set up on it.
So that's what that is. All right, we're gonna continue on.
Remnants of gravel right here.
Here we got into another section where you can see remnants of railroad ties crossing over where the tracks used to be, and then you still got tracks over here on your left. So there was just track after track after track through here, side by side. A lot of it's gone. And we're getting up to the first light tower here.
You might have passed that foundation. We'll see it on the way back. I don't know, I missed it. You were the first thing I see. Okay, it was right by where that hydrant is.
Is it? I didn't see anything. It's pretty big though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You would think it'd be hard to miss. Oh yeah, look at that. The hydrant right there in the woods is like pulled out and leaning over. Zoom in on it right there. See the yellow? See if we can get into it. A little overgrown there. Oh yeah, I can get into it. Looks like a brake drum on the top of it. Slippery.
Yeah, it does with the fins.
Well, this one was made in New York. Ludlow Valve Manufacturing Company. Troy, New York.
On there, of course.
Yeah, like seriously. I mean, if you're gonna explore or go anywhere like this and you bring stuff in with you, don't leave it here. Take it with you.
Carry it back out. Carry it in, you can carry it out. That's all I do.
You know, how would you like it if people came to your house and just left all their trash in your house? You know, yeah, this isn't somebody's home, this isn't somebody's property, but still.
Only animals live here.
Exactly. You know,
Coyote back there, all types of deer. Me and Jay saw a coyote or a wolf. I think it was a coyote.
oh, really?
Kind of popular out here, but yeah, we kind of, he was watching us, we were watching him, and we all avoided each other.
Uh-huh.
That's the way I like it.
You know what? I think that was in his video, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, here's the foundation right there,
Oh, perfect.
and that is the main.
Oh, wow.
Before you do that, you want the shot of the knife right here. Oh, man. This is a beautiful shot right here. Have this in mind. So, looking right up that tower is the shot.
The money shot. Alright, so here's the first light tower.
Yeah, and since we're here, we got to do this. We always do this. Look at that, huh? Isn't that beautiful? I'm not going up there. We'll look at it. We'll admire it from here. Try not to bust my ass. And
we'll take a look and see what.
very cool looking.
Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, it is clear. It is tempting.
There's some that don't even have the vines. Climb right up them. I'm just not doing it.
Well, let me give it a shot. Let me see. Alright, well, yeah, I'm crazy. I did it. As you can hear it in my breath. But I didn't go all the way up. It gets a little... Oh, I probably could make it, but... This is good enough. This is a good view from up here. It's awesome. And like I said, you can hear it in my breath. I'm out of breath. There's a shot of one of the other towers right there. And then you can see another one off to the right there. So, alright, I'm gonna make my way back down. See you back on the ground. Alright, back on the ground. Give it another look here. I'm surprised at how the vines are only around the outside for the most part, and it's still pretty well clear on the inside. Man, look at that. The way the sun's peeking around the clouds. That is pretty cool. And yes, I'm still out of breath. Although coming down was a lot easier than going up.
Sure it was.
So.
I wouldn't know.
Well, you'll know when you see my video. Actually, no, you won't, because they didn't video me going up. So. You did, yeah. I just meant I didn't video me going up from my vantage point. Next time.
I understand this was one of the office for this portion of the yard that had burnt down at one time.
Okay.
That's the system that would send the waybills.
Okay.
See, the motor's missing, but there's a pulley on it that would run that pump to make the air pressure to send it through the pipes.
That's awesome.
That's what I've heard.
And that is...
Yeah, there's a tray it will come out on, I guess.
The Lamson Company of Syracuse, New York. And I guess that's a boiler down there?
Yeah, that's the old furnace.
You can see the anchors from where the building was anchored to.
I would assume it's an old coal furnace because you get coal everywhere here.
This is wild too, this pipe coming out of the wall. It just goes over, bends up, and then bends down. And then it connects right there with a union and goes down. Actually, it looks like it goes down to that boiler.
The boiler, yeah.
Yeah. I guess so.
Maybe they ran heat somewhere else to another building.
Maybe.
Ran boiler or hot water. I have no idea.
Right, here's a window looking in.
It's like an old outlet right there. I never noticed that either. No outlets. No.
Here's.
You know what? It might have been a building right here. Here's an outlet. They wouldn't just have a random outdoor outlet.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that. Yeah, watch your step.
Yeah, it's an old outlet.
Huh.
So there might have been an extension added on at some point.
Maybe, because that's a heck of a depression right there too.
Yeah, there had been something.
Something was there.
There's
Then you
pipes
get that
coming into it that are cut off.
Yeah.
Out of the ground.
Yeah, that looks like copper too. The way it's crushed.
Up there, yeah, it does.
Doesn't that look like copper?
Looks like they cut a copper pipe.
Yeah. To cut that out so the scrappers don't come.
Oh, that was on fire. Look at that. Maybe that burnt down. So look at that pole.
Oh yeah.
It's all charred.
Look at that.
So
That pole right there.
Well, this burnt down, so yeah. Never mind.
So whatever, it burnt the whole thing down.
All it's left is the concrete. Yeah, I
And
did
the
hear
steel.
That this office was burnt down at some point.
There was an electric motor on here. There's the pulley for the belts that ran the system.
Yeah, produced air pressure and sent whatever back. I'm assuming whatever they got landed on that tray up there.
Oh, you know what? Here, you look at, here's the base where it used to be mounted to the floor.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
So it dropped when the floor collapsed.
We're in the basement.
So that actually should be up higher than where it's sitting.
Yeah, this is just the basement.
And it's just lag bolts they used.
Had windows that went out. Curved around the windows and stuff. It's all going now.
Yeah, there's right in the middle of it. Trees growing right up through the middle of it.
These lockers for storage. There's more of those throughout the place in other buildings.
Chimney's still here. You can see the flue box on the bottom there.
There's a fuse pin in there.
And over here, you can see some lockers. Right here's the furnace.
Back up. Not getting hurt here.
Pipes running around through here too. Another window there. And this must have been coal, because there's a coal chute right here.
Is there? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I never noticed that either. See? Oh, I love these places. But yeah, I would assume it was coal.
Yeah, and another set of eyes makes it even better too.
You never noticed that coal chute.
Look at this crack in the wall here. That's like so big that I can fit my hand in there. Pretty wild. And you just, oh geez, oh, something got me. Oh, ow. You missed that. So worked our way back outside, and laying here is the top of the chimney. It's got this steel cover over it, but you can see the brick right here.
Oh wow, yeah, that would have been on top.
So that would have been up there.
I wonder how big the building was then to put it up that high.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a couple of floors, who knows?
Well, that was probably above the roof line, the steel.
Oh, they put it up that high?
Yeah.
Just to get it away from the...
And then that would be that's about the average height of a wall.
Yeah.
How
Well,
high?
why would they
Maybe a
put
little.
that on top of it?
That I don't know.
Away from everybody?
That I don't know. That's interesting. You have to ask your connection there. You would know.
Yeah, see, it shoots it right down, and it comes out the pipe we saw running the length of the property.
Yep. That's neat. So again, that used to stand up there.
It's a wire run. Remnants of wires there. Get out of there.
So for those of you who don't or haven't seen Rich Discovery's channel, I'll make sure to put that in the links below, so that we can check out his view of what we're seeing today and his previous explorations here and other videos he's done. Yeah, you can see on this pole here, and that pole down there too. You can see it.
Oh yeah, huh?
Charred remains of the fire.
I had heard it was burnt down. Never even noticed that.
So yeah, that was a cool little explore there, and I helped Rich find out some new things there that he didn't didn't realize before.
Retaining wall. I don't know what that's for. Might have been something around the building, maybe just a retaining wall to keep away from it. I don't know.
Maybe. There's something over here too. What's that? There's more pipe just like dangling or hanging, suspended.
Yeah, you're on concrete, aren't you?
Right here? No. It's just like a berm, but it's like dug out right here.
Maybe it was an area to run water.
Maybe. There's another switch with some concrete connected to it. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to come back. That's all. Gives me an excuse to come back. Yeah.
It's like an electrical switch that shows there.
Yeah, look at that.
And I'm usually going fast over here, and I've never seen most of this stuff here. There's just so much more to notice when you're slow. And we've got the building right there for one of the.
Oh, is this one of the switch towers?
Yeah. That's big stuff.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's probably 100 years old.
Wow.
All over the place.
Huh. And there's some scat. Oh yeah.
Yeah, come around this way.
Yeah, let's. Take path of least resistance over here. Did you see that before? Did you see that before?
Yes, there's a tank
Okay.
that goes on it too somewhere. There's
Okay.
two of those concrete things. There's a big steel tank somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's some
The
piping
valves are
right there.
Which they're going now. The valves are there.
And then here's the other concrete wall.
I know we come across it as we walk. Took it off for whatever reason. And put it wherever it is now. An old fence post, concrete in the ground.
There's a hole in the ground over there. Another concrete hole.
That is one of the rails of Cedar control.
What is this? What would this be?
Part of the switch, maybe? I'm not sure. I thought it was part of it. It was cut, whatever it is. If you look at the side, they cut
Yeah.
it with a torch.
Looks
Left
like
side of it's
something
cut.
clamps on or something.
Yeah. It's cut right there. They cut it right now.
So here's one of the switch towers. And right in front of it, some ties here where the tracks used to run through.
The other ones still have the rails. This one doesn't have it.
What do you mean by the rails?
This was the rail retarder tower, they call it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Being a hump yard, the train cars would roll down, and they had these things that would clamp the wheels to either slow them down or stop them.
Oh, okay.
And there's these big hydraulic pumps, like mechanisms on the rails themselves. One of them's only electronics, nothing in there. Actually, it's the cabin with all the electronics are going. And then up top is where the switches were.
Oh, there's a heater in here still.
Yeah, everything's still there.
Huh.
The bathroom's gone, everybody's thrown out. What I like about it is the roof. It's got that old train station style roof.
Like a cupola roof?
I forget what
Kind
you call that. When it comes out and curves like that. Like the old train stations had.
Yeah, cupola, I think. I think that's a cupola roof. I'm not sure. Is this one accessible?
You're right up it.
All right.
I'll come up with you.
Since we mastered the light tower, now we're gonna.
Yeah, this one I'll go up. These I go up. Let's take a look inside here. This is still wood.
Oh,
Still
yeah,
here.
look at that.
And the
The wooden door frame and the wooden window frame are still here. Huh.
Yeah, window frame.
Oh, it still works.
Holy crap.
It's still spring loaded too.
Wow. That is
There's no
awesome.
weight in it, so
Yeah.
the glass is gone.
Spray painted these. These were the, obviously it was loaded with electronics at one time.
And there's a Trump fan that apparently was here.